All right, so let's jump right into it. We're tackling the final chapter of the Bhagavad Gita today, chapter 18. And look, this isn't just some dusty, ancient philosophy. It's a seriously practical guide for a question that, let's be honest, we all wrestle with. How do you act with real purpose and still find peace in a world that is just nonstop? Well, this chapter, it holds the ultimate answer. You know that feeling, right? The one that ties you up in knots? Should I lean in, engage with everything head on? Or do I need to pull back, retreat from it all just to find some peace? It's that question that literally stopped the great warrior Arjuna in his tracks on the battlefield. And it's the very question the Gita is about to answer for us once and for all. So, here's our game plan for unpacking all this amazing wisdom. We're going to start with Arjun's big question, then look at the 3 kinds of renunciation. After that, we'll get into the 5 causes of action, the secret of the 3 gunas, what Svadharma, your true path, is all about, and then we'll land on the Gita's ultimate teaching. Let's do it. Okay, so first up, Arjun's great question. We're starting right where the chapter does, with him. He's still wrestling with everything, and he just needs to know once and for all, what is the true nature of renunciation, really?
So he asked Krishna to break down the difference between 2 really important ideas. You've got sannyasa, which is basically renouncing the action itself, just walking away. And then there's tyaga, which is about renouncing the fruits or the results of the action. And believe me, getting the difference between these 2, it's the key that unlocks this entire chapter.
And Krishna's answer here is, well, it's just brilliant. He basically says, look, it's not just what you renounce that matters, it's how you do it. It all boils down to your motivation. And he says there are 3 different kinds.
So let's check out this breakdown. First, you've got tamasic renunciation. That's when you just give up on your duties because you're confused or deluded. Then there's rajasic, which is quitting because something gets hard or painful, like ditching a project the second you hit a snag. But the best kind, the purest form, is sattvic. That's when you do your duty just because it's your duty, and you completely let go of what happens next. And that's the big takeaway right there. True renunciation, according to the Gita, isn't about bailing on your responsibilities. No way! It's about showing up, engaging with them 100%, but doing it with a mind that is totally free from needing praise or being afraid of failure.
Okay, moving on to something that is, honestly, a truly liberating idea. If you've ever felt totally crushed by failure, or maybe a little too puffed up by success, this next part is a total game changer. Krishna reveals that you are not the only doer.
The Gita says that every single action, everything, from a tiny muscle twitch to launching a massive project, it doesn't just have one cause. Nope. It's the result of five distinct forces all working together.
And here's what they are. First, you've got the body. The physical place where the action happens. Second is the performer. That's our ego, the little I inside that thinks it's running the show. Third, the senses, our tools for interacting with the world. Fourth is the effort, the energy we put in. And then, the 5th one, daiva. This is the big one, the X factor. You can call it destiny, the divine, or just all the stuff that's completely out of our control.
And that right there is the core insight. Think about it. Your ego is just one of 5 causes. So believing you're the only one doing anything, it's just a powerful illusion. The moment you really truly get that, it becomes so much easier to let go of the results because you realize you were never 100% in control in the first place.
So, next up, we're diving even deeper. We're going to look at what's basically the operating system of reality itself, the 3 gunas. Krishna explains that all of nature is made up of these 3 fundamental qualities, and they influence, everything. Our thoughts, our actions, even the food we like. Just think of the gunas as 3 different pairs of glasses that color how we see the world. Put on the sattvic glasses, and you see unity, that one divine spark in everybody. The rajasic glasses, they show you a world of separation and competition, where you're always sizing people up. And the tamasic glasses, well, they're like blinders, where your only little world is all you can see.
It's the exact same with our actions. A sattvic action is totally selfless, like mentoring someone just to help them grow. A rajasic action is all about ambition and drive, chasing that promotion or that bonus. And a tamasic action, that's just reckless, like cutting someone off in traffic without even thinking about the consequences.
Okay, so we've got all this amazing knowledge, but what do we actually do with it? This is where Krishna brings it all home with this incredible concept called Swadharma. It's about finding your true path.
And Svadharma is so much more than just a job title. It's your calling. It's the set of actions and duties that are in perfect harmony with who you are, your natural talents, your personality, your place in the world. It is the path that is 100% uniquely yours.
And this quote, wow, it's easily one of the most powerful lines in the entire Gita. The message is just so profound. It's better to do your own thing imperfectly than to do someone else's thing perfectly. You know? Authenticity over imitation always. Following your own svadharma, that's the real way forward.
But then Krishna gives us a little reality check. He says, look, no path is perfect. Every single undertaking has some kind of fault, just like every fire creates smoke. So the point isn't to search for some flawless job or duty. The real goal is to do your work, the work that's natural to you, with the right attitude, detached and as offering.
And here we are. We've reached the summit. After 17 chapters of incredible guidance, Krishna basically leans in and says, okay, now I'm going to tell you the most secret wisdom of all. This is the ultimate teaching, the one that pulls everything we've talked about together.
The first piece of this secret is all about devotion. You keep doing your svadharma, your natural work in the world, but you do it with a totally different mindset. Your mind is fixed on something higher. Your work literally becomes your worship. Every single thing you do becomes a kind of sacred offering.
And then comes the absolute climax. After spending 18 chapters telling Arjuna how important duty is, Krishna delivers the final instruction. Abandon all those other duties and just surrender to me. Do your best and then let it all go. The results, the worries, the consequences, just release it all and trust. And he says, do not fear.
So, what's the path to freedom? Well, it becomes crystal clear, doesn't it? It's not about running away. It's about understanding real renunciation, knowing you're not the only doer, finding your svadharma and doing it well, acting without getting hung up on the outcome, and then surrendering the results. That is how you live in the world without letting the world tie you down.
Which leaves us with a very personal question to think about, right? The Gita wasn't just for Arjuna, it's for us. It's asking you, right now, to look at your own life and reflect. What is the unique path, the natural duty that you are here to perform? What is your swadharma?